I think it was already one.
Oh, okay. Well, then here we are, part 2.
Hello.
Welcome back or front. If you're not watching this live, then who knows when you're
Watching this. Yeah,
You
but
can watch-
if you like the music part of it, please like it and share it. And if you like the talk part of it, please like it and share it. If you like both parts, then like it and share it. If you don't like it, then tune in next week. You might find something you like.
Might be better next week.
Yeah, it might be better.
Might be in a different location again.
We can't be.
could be.
You know what it
You're
is?
confusing the
It's like,
audience.
it's like that old joke of when you were a kid, while you were away, your parents moved.
Oh, I don't know that.
That's
one.
what your parents moved. You came home from school, the whole place was gone.
Oh,
Yeah.
my parents never played that joke on.
No, I know, but it's a joke. It's a joke. And so it's like that's what you're doing with the video. You're moving it around on me. I come into this place and it's in another place.
Yeah.
I have a distinct feeling like you're slowly but surely working me out.
You realize last week we were somewhere else. Now we're back here. So I mean,
I know,
that was a
but
Yeah,
the
well,
cube-
today I came over and I wasn't sure where to go.
But you know what? I unlocked the door for you.
Well, I figured I'd go to that door first. If it was locked, I was going to go.
I unlocked the door for you, knowing that.
shows the level of planning that goes into this.
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of planning that goes in. In my head,
Next week,
I've had 2 days of nothing but planning.
unless either one of you want to go to a different
2 days.
location, I think we're good here.
Next
Except,
week's going to be at 11 o'clock.
except
Oh, it'll be 11 o'clock.
Yeah, a little
Let's
bit
do it in
different
my
time.
house. Because you can,
He can still
you know
wear
what?
his jammies.
Yeah,
you know.
no, but we can.
we'll go live. No, remember what time we?
No, I know that, but we can go off my. I have Wi-Fi and I know the password now. I didn't know.
the
It's only taken
I
22 years.
didn't know that you could
Here's
say.
here's the problem, though.
I didn't know you could say to the remote, "What's my Wi-Fi password?" And it tells you.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So if somebody breaks into your house, they can figure out your. The only problem with that
Is.
is I have to go through the car wash after I get out of your place.
Oh my Lord in heavens! It does not stink like smoke in there. It doesn't stink at all. I have no one ever says, "Oh, it smells like cigarettes in
No,
here,"
they're too,
except you.
They're too nice to you.
They're not nice people.
Can't let me smoke a cigar in his apartment.
Well,
Yes,
that's a whole
of
different
course
story.
they-
You know?
Well, of course you can handle the cigar smoke, right?
yeah,
But that's more like
in-
tobacco.
in,
It's more manly.
I don't know, manly.
More manly.
A different smell to it. I'll admit.
Well, yeah, tobacco.
I don't smoke anything.
That's
so
why
whatever.
I
It doesn't,
said
you
to
know,
him it was all right to smoke in my house because I like that smell occasionally.
occasionally.
Yeah, I do. Now he doesn't smoke the
Among other smells.
among other smells. Yeah, when I was a kid, I liked the smell of gasoline a lot. Now I grew out of that. I don't know
hope
why.
so.
But gas doesn't
We're
turn
gonna-
me on like it
let's-
used to.
Let's, wow, this is going south, and I didn't think there was a further. Like, this is,
I don't understand.
Yeah, I'm thinking,
It's like
let's-
you can't get a word in edgewise or what?
No, that's not the
That's
issue.
a first for you.
That's not the issue.
I got to tell you.
You know, you got to change the subject
That's
every week. You know, otherwise, they get
gasoline
they get
and
bored.
cigarettes.
Well,
Wow,
they don't
that's
mix.
just- I know. Thankfully.
Well, I'm not going to smoke during the video.
All right, here. Speaking of,
I'm
things
not
that
going to
go
smoke
boom,
during the
It's,
video.
it's August 30th. Welcome. We're at
Yeah.
Canonsburg
Al
Presbyterian
Barker,
Church.
think you
Pastor
were in a
Don
saloon
Coleman,
somewhere.
Kenton Clink, the piano player.
just a piano player.
The
all I am.
Reverend Pastor Don Coleman.
Thank
And a rose between
Al
two
Barker.
thorns.
I got two things I wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
One was in the past, and one was in the future. What do you think first?
Past.
Past. Okay.
No future.
No past.
No past. Okay,
Okay.
past.
Past.
No future. Past. Okay, past.
Past. Sunday.
This
Sunday.
past-
Sunday.
This
Sunday.
past Sunday.
This past Sunday.
I got a
Phenomenal.
hot dog.
Phenomenal. Good job.
I got a
I
hot
got some
dog.
chicken.
He was second in line.
No doubt about that.
No, I was right behind
No
Brennan.
surprise. Well, yeah.
So you know where he was.
we had a conversation about that.
Well, sorry. He went like 5 times to the
Phenomenal
table.
food.
Oh, great time.
But we had 150 people or more.
Great.
Our counters, people kept moving, so it was really hard to.
Yeah,
I'm going to say it was at least 150 people.
good.
We had counters here.
No, I mean not like an electronic counter, but
Who was
somebody going.
Who was counter?
I think there's a couple of people.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought about it and then I thought, nah.
I can't do that when I'm speaking.
Well, no, you can't do that.
good.
Too many things going on.
But it was so. I mean, it was wonderful.
It was because it wasn't too hot. It was
Nope.
actually a little chilly.
Yes.
But it was nice not to be bothered by
Those
the
that
heat.
don't have enough body fat anymore.
Yeah.
It was chilly for someone who probably has way more body fat still than they need. I was fine. And I'm not throwing. Look at that! Immediately getting defensive about something.
Well, I know you.
I'll make fun of your hair. I won't make fun of your weight. That's unfair. Or
So-
I'll make fun of your age. Yeah.
My age and my hair are directly related.
To your weight? No.
No, my weight is another whole issue.
I wasn't making fun of that.
I'm on a diet right now.
Good job.
Uh-huh.
A seafood diet?
No,
Seafood, eat food?
cherry Pepsis and cheeseburgers.
Oh man,
Only that.
He's
killing
been
me.
on a diet for a month now.
Well, for the last 2 weeks, I've been really trying not to eat a lot at nighttime.
Are you still on the 1 meal a day plan?
I've been trying to do that. Now, like today, nobody want. Do you want to go to lunch today?
I already ate, thanks.
And you?
Yep.
And so the email that you sent out last week, don't let another dine alone. It's the hardest part of your trip was dining alone.
Yeah.
You are going to just throw me to the wolves.
Not entirely, because I think if you recall, do you want this out there? You can't.
Throw it.
Earlier today,
You told me to
the
bring
end-
my food.
I did. So you didn't have to eat alone, but
Well,
you declined. So
where was I going to eat? There's no place I
There were
couldn't.
4 places.
No,
4
I
seats
can't
in my
see.
office that you could.
I need a table.
right.
You know I'm going to slop all over the front of myself.
Yeah, that would just make for more interesting
No.
video. But speaking of which, it was a really great time.
It was.
There was a lot of people. There's people that I hadn't seen in a long time. There was people that I hadn't seen
Ever?
gather for our worship ever. We had one of our newer daycare teachers came by, and she's like, "This is
Great.
wonderful." She just
Great.
caught me in the hallway.
Great.
As I was walking over. She was so
And one of our newest elderly members,
newest elderly members.
help me out. Ardith.
Oh, Ardith was there.
Yes.
Yeah. And
Yes.
I believe our oldest member, the oldest
She is?
member of the
Charlie.
She isn't. No.
Oh, I'm glad. I was glad to see Charlie too, by the way.
No.
Who?
Joan.
Joan. Oh, is that was she a Pollock? What's her last?
Davis.
Oh, Davis. That's right.
Yeah.
I could not put a name to her.
100 years old.
Oh my
Wow.
goodness gracious.
Yeah.
100 years old.
100 years old. Oldest member.
Wow.
We've got another member about to turn 100 next month.
Who's that?
It is. Oh, so you're gonna do this to me? I can see him right now, and all of a sudden my mind is just blank.
Well, the reason I remembered Ardith is number one, she's such a sweet lady, and number two, she also made a blackberry pie.
Oh.
But hers was on separate plates.
Yeah, I
already.
saw that. I almost it was blackberry.
Yeah.
Because somebody else made a
Or
blueberry.
blueberry. I'm
blueberry?
sorry.
Okay.
Blueberry, but Al made blueberry,
Yeah.
and I was going after Al.
It didn't come out very well.
Well, it was a little
It was
sloppy in the pan, but it still tasted good.
I've researched it. I didn't cook it long enough.
Oh. And what about the coconut cream?
I heard it was good.
It was good.
I had them both. Only
So
dessert
did I.
Only dessert I had.
I had a lot of stuff that day,
It's delicious.
but I did get a hot dog. Thank you, Tim Camus. That whole crew.
It was phenomenal. So,
Yeah.
so
There wasn't
everybody
a thing
helped out with
left
that.
out.
Ultimately, everybody came to that. Thank you. You made it.
Oh, you did. You
exciting.
made it. Yep,
Yeah,
you did.
anybody who didn't take their stuff home with you, that's the only people that I.
Oh, you mean the food they brought, or
You might have been. Yeah, there might have been a couple left over.
I didn't take. Did you take leftovers? Of course you did.
We were gifted. What were we gifted? I think we were gifted some individual bags of potato chips, and that's it.
Oh, okay.
Thankfully, I didn't have to take anything else.
Did you get any haluski? I wonder who made that.
I did get some of that.
That was delicious.
I think there were 2 versions, and I got a little small
There was.
spoon of each.
One looked
think
normal,
the
one looked-
Dodds. I think the Dodds might have made some.
And then I was shocked to see, oh my, deviled eggs.
I snagged one of those.
I snagged more than one.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's the
Delicious.
2
Great
types
spread.
there.
So that's a good segue. Oh, actually, you know what? Something really cool. So
The devil?
no.
The deviled egg?
about the picnic. Here we go. I'm in line.
Oh, yeah? I saw you in
in
line.
line. I think at the time I was actually just talking to people in line. I wasn't in line for food yet. Anyway, So I'm talking to people in line for food, and I'm talking to a dad and his brother, and I look over, and his son, who is 4?
4?
I don't think he's in school yet. Anyway, he's talking with another little boy who just moved to the States.
Oh.
Just relocated here and is making a friend from. They both go to the daycare here.
Oh.
Yes.
Nice.
And it was certain gentleman's grandson.
Ah.
And it was so cool because this was the first time they had come to worship service that I'm aware of since they've been here. I think they might have visited.
And they've been here before.
In the, but have they been to
Yeah.
service
but
since they moved?
But you've been
They
missing.
have.
You've been
Okay.
missing in action.
All right,
Yeah,
so I was
yeah.
away.
You
I
were
just thought it was so
S-word.
cool to see these two boys who were friends from the daycare there playing and mixing up and feeling comfortable. So I was like, that was awesome.
I
That was
know.
it. And I pointed it out to the one dad about, because I think it was your daughter and son were at the playground. And,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah,
so
they were having a lot of fun up at the playground.
I'll tell you, it was not long ago when that was my kid.
Yeah.
I mean, I came here and Brie
Yeah.
was 3. She would have been.
Yeah.
She still would have been 3 the first time we went out to the playground,
Oh,
or the
yeah.
park for worship. Yep.
Yep.
So
Yeah, they sure grow up fast.
They sure did.
yours are
246.
no
Your children.
kids.
Oh,
I mean, you don't want to have to out anybody who they are. The oldest is 30. That's all right. Never mind.
36,
36?
35.
Okay.
Okay.
35,
And the youngest is?
33, and 30, and 30.
Are they
Oh,
just,
okay.
They're 30 now. Okay. All right.
So they're within like 6 years.
30 to 36.
You have 4, right?
Yes.
4.
4 that he claims.
Yeah.
I mean, 4 that he has as well. But
Well,
I
I
mean,
have-
just to clear.
Yeah, that's the same as me. I don't.
We have an extra child.
You have one that lives under the steps.
Yes. Bria doesn't believe she exists.
What's her name?
I
I can't remember.
Yeah, what is her name again?
Bria doesn't like to hear it.
No, it's hilarious.
I know it. She like,
Funniest thing.
yeah. And there's room under your steps. There is.
That's
There's
a heck
room
of
under
a
your
place
steps.
to keep her.
Yeah.
Well, that's
I
where
don't-
Harry
I
Potter-
I don't claim anybody lives under the steps.
Remember, Harry Potter lived under the steps in his dad's house. That's why he left. Poor Harry. That's really all I know about Harry Potter.
But the park is a good transition from the past to the future. The other thing I was
Oh, yes. Now to the future.
breaking news.
Breaking.
Breaking
I
news.
know this already, don't I?
Breaking news. I think so.
Yeah.
Breaking news. You heard it here first.
First.
September 17th. So 2 weeks from this Sunday, we will be back.
That's not breaking news.
Well,
You told us that last week.
I didn't.
Well,
I
he
didn't,
wasn't sure.
I didn't tell you for certain.
He wasn't
I said
sure.
there's a possibility,
It's a sure thing.
but I don't
now.
get to make the decisions.
Breaking news
this
is
second.
something
you know,
that's new.
why
It's
do you
new and
say-
different that we didn't even know.
Why?
Yeah, I can confirm now the rumor that I started. The rumor that we will be back at the park on the 17th of September.
At 10 a.m.,
It'll be
one
one
worship.
service at 10 a.m.
Because this room won't be usable.
This room will be in various states of,
Disrepair.
and downstairs will be even worse.
Great.
Now,
So how many people were here at the early service?
49 is the official count.
49.
49.
A little light, little
Oh.
light. But
That's pretty good,
150.
though.
But the
About
combined
150, that makes
299,
200, yeah.
We haven't had that much on a picnic Sunday in
It was a
forever.
good Sunday, yeah.
Yeah.
Was you know why, dog? Because they all came back to see you.
I don't think so.
Well, you know what? I had told them, not so much to see you, but to watch you eat. I had never seen a man put away so much food so
Yeah,
fast.
I definitely went away a little full.
A little full?
I tried
Oh, I
not
did
to,
too.
But
I did too. I was full when I left there.
I finished. I was full before I had the pie.
I was too.
But I had to have the pie.
Me too.
So-
And then I had a little chocolate brownie
No.
that it was individually too, and they were very nice.
Didn't even get to those.
They look
Very
good.
nice.
They look good. They felt good in the mouth, but
You didn't taste?
no taste to it.
Did you taste anything?
No,
Oh boy.
Working on that.
working on that.
Yeah.
Pray for Al's taste buds.
Yep. Now you taste, but
Now,
it doesn't taste like what it's supposed to.
I got a call yesterday from a member of our congregation. A friend of hers just got cancer in her just got diagnosed with tonsil cancer, and she wanted me to talk to her. And
Esophageal.
Huh?
What kind of cancer?
Tonsil cancer.
Okay, tonsil
and was curious about how I handled it,
Wow.
how it all went for me, and so that was nice to talk to her.
How old were they? Was that person?
Oh, she was 62.
Same age.
Same
too.
age, yes.
Wow.
So it was tonsil cancer? I couldn't remember
Yes.
exactly what it was. So
Tonsil.
did you still have your tonsils?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm going to get rid of my tonsils then.
No.
I can't get tonsil
You
cancer
can't.
if I don't
Adults
have
don't get rid of
tonsils.
tonsils.
Why not?
Dude.
Oh.
Adults, cancer, tonsil surgery on an adult is one of the
Big
worst
deal.
things you can live through.
Really? Well, then how come it's such an okay thing for kids?
Because it's a kid. They're not developed like they are now in your throat. They have roots now.
Roots.
Yeah. It's not a good thing.
My throat.
That hurts.
I'm feeling
That
things
hurts.
right now.
That hurts.
Like just thinking
For
about
weeks.
this. I see little
weeks.
roots growing in my.
Well, that's from not bathing.
No. I'm just seeing it in my mind's eye.
Oh, in your mind.
It does not. It does not. I'm already uncomfortable.
Yeah, I know.
I think I'm getting lightheaded. I think I
Well,
might pass out.
Don't get lightheaded, all right?
Man, I could not go into the medical field. That would have.
Oh, I could.
But there's one thing I wanted at the picnic.
At the picnic, okay.
Pam Amos came up to me and she asked me, "How you doing?" And I said, "I'm
Yeah.
fine." And she was wondering how my treatment was going. I said, "Well, I've been done with that for quite a long time, and actually I had a PET scan in May, and it's 100% gone." And she was unaware of that. And so there's a lot of people in the congregation that
Yeah.
maybe have heard that I had cancer or
Yeah.
saw that I've lost weight, and I don't advertise about all my appointments and how things are going, and some people know and some people don't know. But she said, "Well, I pray for you all the time," and I said to her, "Well, let me tell you, it's so nice to be on the
Receiving.
this side of prayers. I mean, we talk about we talk about people we'll pray for, things we'll pray for, and sometimes we do and sometimes we don't. Sometimes we go home and forget about it, but some people get prayed for.
Yep.
And when you do get prayed for, I'm just telling you that it was overwhelming, the prayers and just love that I got, especially from the congregation here. Just overwhelming being on this side of the prayer giving versus the praying side. And but the praying side is so important because God hears you, and I can tell you that the person that you're praying for hears you also. And it's a great feeling.
Yeah.
All right, so it's funny. It's funny you share that now, because this morning I just had a little breakfast with another one of our members who has gone through. What did they date it to? They dated it to June 23rd, 2021. I think is that what they got diagnosed with some cancer of their own, and they shared a similar, it was stage 3, and
their lungs.
They know enough to know. No, it's different cancer, but they know enough to know it's, like all these things are not going to work. This is bad news, and they're thinking, all the worst. And they kind of just walked me through this, and now they're cancer free. Obviously, in the medical field you don't use the word cure, but it's kind of, that was what they were the way they were referring to it. And I said to them, would you? So I said, listen. I said, would you be willing to share this with the congregation? They said, absolutely. And I said, I'm doing a series this fall. I'll start up in a couple weeks, kind of titling "A Beautiful Mess." And I'm going to look at various stories and situations in the scripture where things, circumstances, people, it was a mess, and what kind of happened. And I said, man, that is a perfect example, through prayer and what happened. And I'm listening to you now, and I'm like, okay, Al, what do you think?
Well, I told Linda this morning I was either going to write up something for the newsletter or I was going to ask if I could do a message for the congregation.
Oh, my goodness.
I was actually thinking about that this morning, and I thought on here would be a good time to practice.
Yeah.
So someone else practiced with me this morning. Now you're practicing with us. So I think we just got 2 people that are willing to share.
Well, I'd love to, because it is so overwhelming, and I think people really need to know that prayer is so important.
And I think
in more ways than they realize.
Yeah. Well, and I think if anything else, what I think was really helpful this summer was that this community heard another voice saying a lot of the same thing. You hear this, it's like when you got a kid and they hear you say it 50 times, and then they come home and they say, my coach, my teacher, whatever, they said this, and you're like, I've been telling you this the whole time.
Yeah.
The value of hearing it from other voices, the value of hearing someone tell their own story. I had somebody else, we were walking out of a meeting Monday night, and they were just talking about different things, and I said, your story is going to have an impact on people that other people can talk about, but when you say it from your perspective, that's going to have an impact on people in a way that something I said can't. So I think...
Well, it had a big impact on me.
Yeah.
Yeah. The prayer of other people.
Yeah.
And
it was like Kenton. Every day he sends me a little message, a little text message.
Yeah.
Hey, words of encouragement. Just one word of encouragement every day.
Yeah.
Just brings a smile to your face and just makes you know that life's worth living.
Yeah. And somebody loves you.
Yeah, somebody loves you.
Yeah.
Somebody loves you. I actually, personally, myself, I spent the last 2 days mostly alone.
Moping.
Mostly. Monday I went to lunch. I was gone maybe an hour and came home. Never left the house again. Yesterday there was no lunch, so I didn't even get dressed until like 3 o'clock. And I went out to eat. I was the only person I talked to was the girl in line at McDonald's. And I went home, ate
At least you went in.
No, I was
you mean in the drive-thru?
Yeah, in the drive-thru.
Okay, all right.
So I've had very little human interaction these last 2 days.
I can tell.
How can you tell?
Don't worry about it. Keep going.
Okay. But anyway, I don't know why. I mean, I thought about the last 2 days, what I think about. I thought about doing the video today and what would I would play. And
You were anxious.
I wasn't anxious. I was just thinking about what to play and trying to keep things in my mind. They don't stay there as long as they used to.
Yeah, so. You get some earplugs.
No, it's not the earplugs.
So they don't leak out.
Yeah, well, no, they just...
I've got the same problem. As a matter of fact, before I came, I had to make a list up of things I got to do after I leave.
There you go.
Because if I didn't do that...
Say I love you to my wife.
We'd be all done, and I'd go, what am I supposed to do?
I do that.
You guys are reminding me of my dad now.
I pull into my parking space at home and think, the drugstore. Yeah.
You guys are too young for this. My dad
No, we're
was
not.
in his 70s and he was writing lists.
Well, that's
He
okay.
is 68.
Oh, that's right. He is. Never mind. He's pushing. He can see 70. It's actually he can't see 70 anymore. You know why? It's so close. You know how when you got the front end, it slopes down a little bit, and all of a sudden you can't see what's there.
It's like being farsighted and nearsighted. See, he's farsighted; he can't see up close.
This could be...
You know what? If that camera wasn't on, you know what would he be doing right now, right? But he can't do it right now.
Let me guess.
Yes.
You know what?
Because it went through your mind, didn't it?
Satan, get thee behind me. Okay? Oh, you are so bad. Taking advantage of my disposition like that.
Old age.
No, it's not old age. There's just no
68.
filter. That's not
Taking
old.
advantage of it's not old?
I've been lying about being 68.
Oh, you're older than that? That does not surprise me.
Is my knee bothering you right there?
It wasn't the knee.
Oh. Okay.
Everything else. Anyway, It's like now you know what newscasters.
I'm not really
you see 'em on TV, and they're
I'm not 68.
So close to each other sometimes, yeah.
you don't realize
I'm not 68.
you're not. Mm-mm. You're much older.
No. I'm much younger.
Let me just tell
Younger in heart.
In my heart.
you and my mother share the same birth year, so I'll
Yes,
always know how
But
old
it's
you are.
terrible that I'm older than your mother.
You are.
Wow.
Yeah, he's older, but not older than my father was. He was much
Right,
older,
he
so
was
he's-
older. And I'm older than Greg.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know. That's just wrong. Mm-hmm. It's wrong. And you shouldn't point it out either. Okay?
Who am I telling? There's nobody watching anymore anyway.
I don't point out your
They all know already.
Well, I don't point anybody. I don't point your naivety out to people.
Naivete.
Yes.
Am I naive still?
Yes, you are. You are still
45
naive.
years old.
Yeah, I know that, but in some aspects, you're still not very
As long as
worldly.
you hang out with old people, then you'll always feel young, right?
Well, I guess that's working for you. And because I always think if I hang out with young people, I'll stay young.
No.
Oh, but that's really true. That people that talk to me on the phone say I don't sound that age.
Yeah, and you say, and what do you say? Pardon?
You know what? I made all the music.
You did. It was beautiful. Beautiful.
Oh, that's
And by the way,
Did you get everything off of your list? Did you play
well, I
play
couldn't read
everything?
one of the ones. I couldn't read one of the ones. I was like,
you had a list earlier.
Go figure.
You had a list. I couldn't read the first one. It was good God something.
No,
and he
good,
says, no,
good
no, it's
Father.
good Father. Anyway.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, you're right. He did leave out a no.
see?
Yeah.
but I knew what it was.
Sure, you knew.
But I couldn't. That was the fourth
He
or fifth one.
Oh,
now.
you can't read it, blah, 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 it's easy. Then he couldn't read his own
I
handwriting.
couldn't read it.
So,
yeah.
I got a question for you, though. All right, so how many of the songs that you played, percentage or fraction, were good old,
10% this week.
hymns versus
10% versus 90%
90% was newer.
contemporary music.
Yeah.
Although you wouldn't know it by.
The way you play it,
Yeah.
it all sounds old.
No.
Is that what he
No,
meant?
it doesn't
sounded
sound
great.
old.
I know, I agree.
It gives musicality to it.
It sounded great. I enjoyed it. I did notice two things.
It's got the expression, it's got the mood, it's
Yep.
fast,
Thank
it's
you,
slow,
Norbert.
it's
Thank you,
individual notes or it's big chords and
Yeah.
it's a big
Al
mixture.
watches me.
Yeah.
I watch you. I'm behind the camera. I'm watching everything.
I was we were talking the other day at lunch, another crowd, and I mentioned that this was 50 years starting up, and we were talking about retiring and things like that. And I said,
Yep. You got a date for me?
no,
Go.
no, I don't have
Mentoring
a.
retiring and
And I said, well, whether I retire or die, whichever one comes first.
I'll tell you, there's been a lot of times where I thought the second one was coming first, man.
Well, you guys got like 160 videos. You can just put me on the
video.
wall. That's all.
I told him we're not allowed to talk about dying. It's not a good subject.
But this
to
is
talk
videos. We're talking.
We can joke about dying. Joking about dying helps it. Helps
Alleviate.
You not be afraid of it.
I'm not
Yeah.
being. I'm not afraid to die.
Is that what you were going to say? Because I was going to say two things about your music.
What were you going to say?
Okay, notice two things.
Two.
One, a lot of gray notes today. A lot of gray notes.
Yeah.
A lot of gray.
Gray?
You look at that gray. See, there's white keys and there's black keys. Yeah, and then so also you played in lots of different keys.
Yes.
Like you changed keys.
Yes.
In the middle of the song,
Yes.
you changed the key, and I was like, oh, never heard you play it in that.
Yes.
Never sang it in that key
Well,
before.
I'm glad that you.
That's what makes it great.
That's-
That's what makes it so great to
He is
listen to.
exploring the keyboard. the
Possibilities.
entire time.
Yeah, but you know what? I risk that I could embarrass myself.
You
You know
could.
what if I made a really bad clinker?
Clinker.
What if you only make one?
One
Here's
clinker.
the thing: is if you make a bunch of them, then it sounds like it's natural.
You know what? On your last SS sabbatical Sunday,
Okay.
I played
What are you talking about there?
your
Ken?
last SS.
My last Sunday,
I
was away.
played Majesty for
Yeah, I heard.
Pastor Dan.
Yep.
Well, I
Played it for
changed.
God, didn't you?
Yeah, well,
Okay, anyway.
yeah, but when I went to change the keys,
Yeah.
I got lost in my mind, and I thought, oh my Lord, I mean to tell you, there was music in there that had nothing to do with music that was going on.
What were you playing it on? I don't remember.
On the piano.
Yeah, okay.
And I just, oh my goodness gracious, I thought if there was ever a time to stop, it would be now. But I didn't.
Okay.
I plowed through.
All right.
That's the secret.
Well, I was away, and this isn't a statement about you. It's along those same lines. I did have some time worshiping in other places, and I was reaffirmed a fact that I think is true for myself. There is going to come a day when I should not be speaking to people regularly.
Well, yeah.
There's going to come a day when I'm gonna, and I may not be the one to be able to say that. Somebody else might need to, and I need to listen to that.
Are you trying to lay some groundwork here?
That's what I was saying. It was not about you. It just reminded me of that. I actually knew someone, a pastor.
Listen to this, okay? This is August the 30th.
Yeah, so they
2023.
retired, but they were invited regularly back, and the last couple of times, it was one of those things where the best thing to have been done would have been for the loved ones, the family, to come alongside and say, "You can decline this one." You know,
I just read a story about that.
Yeah. So I will remind.
Well, it's the church's fault for keeping them invited. It's everybody's fault except for that guy. I mean, he's just trying to.
Exactly.
He, somebody asked him, and I mean, they feel he's good enough to do it. I mean, they should have asked him.
Well, it became one of those little political things where it's like there's a faction of we don't deal with it here because for lots of reasons. But if there had been a beloved minister and there was like a groupie section of the church that really loved them, to appease them, well, we're going to invite them back every year type of thing. So you don't have to worry about that with me. Nobody's going to,
no, I don't expect to get called back.
No, I was talking about me.
Oh, well.
Yeah, there won't be a set of groupies here for me.
I'll be there always, Dawn.
Oh.
I will follow you.
Anyway, I'm not going to get strapped in. I'm not
follow you wherever you may go.
He's got a song for everything.
Almost.
There isn't an ocean too deep.
You got to talk with Megan. Let's get the choir singing that one.
Well, we could do that.
Done. Make it happen.
Name the movie.
I don't know if I know that one.
You should do. That's an oldie. I will follow him.
So
maybe it's the singer that I'm not recognizing. That's
Whoopi Goldberg.
Yeah, Whoopi Goldberg, Sister Act.
Okay.
Yeah. In which they also sang
I saw that.
"Oh Happy Day" in Sister Act too.
Day.
Don't sing it, okay? Don't sing it.
I did hear myself. I thought, you know what? I'll turn my mic on this Sunday. That not happening again.
No, I know. I feel
that
the same way.
Awful.
If I am ever alone again,
terrible.
If I'm ever alone again, it's up to the congregation.
You know what I looked up online?
What?
Auto tuning. I seriously, I'm like, okay, what do we need? That was absolutely horrendous. So there's other people that can sing. If you're a part of our community, our congregation, you can sing. Let us know. We'd love to have you share.
What's the problem? You turned your microphone on
I
Sunday?
did for the singing.
Yeah, and what was wrong with that?
It was awful. I listened to it after. So in the house, it's a different thing. You go online.
It's different online. Yeah,
my goodness.
I agree.
It was awful.
Yeah, we have to.
I'm sorry if you watched that. Just skip ahead.
You're what?
2 songs. I'm sorry. Sorry. Not sorry. 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 S-O-R-R-Y. Yeah.
Like sore.
Not Surrey or sack.
Like
sorry.
sore.
Sore. Yep.
Sorry.
That's exactly what it is.
He's sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Anyway.
It's sorry here, okay?
I also am sorry because I think this may have gone on a little long.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Why? Who are you to say what is too long and what's not?
I'm
were 11 weeks.
0 people are on.
We were 11 weeks. WY.
How long did the videos last?
About an hour.
They were a good length.
About an hour.
This has been about an hour.
Yeah. I had to cut Kenton off a few times.
Because Ken will talk as if there's nobody there.
But it's a lot easier to do when there's music to be played afterwards.
I know.
Because that gives you something to encourage them to stop talking and get
I
to
look to
someplace
you guys
else.
for a smile, some encouragement, some loving, and all I get is criticized. Criticize,
You know what?
criticize.
I can help you out here. I'm gonna go get a tissue.
I don't need
I'll
a
get you
tissue. I'm not going to
I'll get you a
cry.
tissue, and then I'll turn off the camera.
And neither of you have asked me how my hearing is.
Pardon?
Is it better?
It is some better, yes.
Nice. Well done.
Yes. Don't look at them. They're still there.
I was just looking to see if there's little.
They're not.
Yeah,
No.
okay. All right.
They're in a cupboard somewhere.
Well, this Sunday,
You're preaching
baptism at 8:30.
at 8:30 in the sanctuary.
Communion at both services.
Oh, yeah.
Who's
yeah.
getting baptized?
Corey, and I'm blanking on this. I think it's Lee. I think it's Corey Lee Yoakum. It's Diana Dayton's grandson, Kim. Kim Yoakum's son.
Okay.
And yep. So
Cassandra's baby.
2 weeks.
Oh, okay.
At the park.
Oh,
Baptism at Norsterbein.
Okay. Did you okay that with her?
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool.
She was okay with it before the session
Cool.
even made a decision.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Don't worry. Make it
Cute little baby, a lot of hair on her.
Yep. Kimber.
Can
Yeah,
you
Kimber.
can you use water from the park, or do you got to take it with you?
Well, that's a good question. Yeah. I don't know.
You have to bless it.
Do I?
I don't know. You have that special power.
I think I'm gonna dunk them. Dunk her.
You are not.
Is there like a water?
No.
Maybe. Yeah. Why not?
You can take it to
It'd
the
be
women's
fun.
room.
No. We'll just get a big tank. Maybe we
No.
won't use this. We'll get a bathtub. Bring it in.
No.
That'd be awesome.
No.
That's how I was baptized.
You can tell. You were touched by it, okay? You can tell. Yeah.
All right.
So we got this Sunday coming up, 8:30 and 11.
Yep.
2 weeks no, next Sunday,
Following Sunday, the 10th,
the 10th.
Sunshine Station will kick off.
And that'll be
wait a minute.
Yeah, we'll still be here. 10th
still be here, okay.
3rd, this coming Sunday here.
Okay.
10th,
Here.
the next Sunday here. 17th,
Back at
we'll
the
be in
park.
Norsterbein Township Park at 10.
Okay.
And then the following week, I mean, that's like almost a month from now, the 24th, we should be in the Fellowship Hall for the first time. That's going to be a whole fun.
Oh, that's what Sharon wants to talk to me about.
Does she?
Yeah, because
We're going to be in the Fellowship Hall.
we may have the piano and the organ wrapped
Yep.
before we're done in
Yeah,
here.
we got to
And I'm going to have to use that piano for one worship service, maybe.
We got to
shall
figure
see.
out we had a problem with that the last time.
I
we
think
had
it's
it
all
on.
right. I
Okay.
played with it some more, and I think it's all right.
It'll be fine.
Yeah.
And if not, you know what we can do? Ken's just going to do this, and he's going to make noises. Like, as
Do
if
do
he's
do
playing.
do do do. Yeah.
It's going to be beautiful.
Scooby Dooby Doo.
Actually, all these video recordings we have.
Scooby
Ken,
Dooby
listen, you got to
Doo.
play this song, but you got to play it like this. Yeah.
I can do that.
Oh, I know you can. You did it once before.
I could do that. Oh, yes.
All right.
I could even lead in songs. I haven't had much of a voice, though, lately.
No, sorry about that.
No, what's smoking too much? It is. It is.
At least he recognizes a problem.
But one thing before we go,
Before we go,
got church? Get church right here at Canonsburg UP Church. You'll meet Norman in person. You'll meet Pastor Dawn in person. You'll meet Kenton, just the piano player, in person. We'll all be right here. You'll see us. You can't miss us.
8:30 and 11.
Yeah,
this
8:30,
Sunday.
11. Yep. Come here, get church. We
Get
will
church.
love you and teach you and preach to you.
You bet.
So have a good week. We'll see you
see
next
you.
week. Bye-bye.